Hey everyone, it's Joe LaRosa here with the Joe LaRosa podcast, and this is lucky episode number 13. So today I want to talk to you about different phases that you will go through when you're becoming a leader. So last week we referred back to we called our 6 C's that give you an opportunity to really assess how are you doing as a leader and assessing where you are and becoming the leader that you're destined to be. Well, look, let's talk about the different phases that you're going to go through when you're actually going down this path and becoming this amazing leader. There's 4 phases actually, and this comes directly from John Maxwell, someone that's actually played a great influence in my life. And he talks about that there's 4 different phases that anybody will go through as they kind of grow and mature and really become the leader that they're destined to be. The first phase, we all, whether we realize it or not, are kind of all going through, especially if we're parents. It's called modeling. So think about it, right? So as a parent, right, typically your kids are going to be looking at what you're doing. And if they see you doing a particular thing, whatever it is, let's just say, when you get in your car and you start driving away, you don't put your seatbelt on. Well, what are they doing? They're seeing that you're not wearing your seatbelt, so they will typically model that behavior. And that's just one example. So there's so many of us that always question, and we talked about this a little bit last week when we were like, all right, look, you should assess where you are in your development or in your growth, as a leader. Well, I'm not a leader. I'm not running a company. I don't have this particular title. We're all leaders in some fashion in any aspect of our life. And so by being a parent, you're absolutely going to be going through that first initial phase of leadership through what they call modeling. If you are let's just say a realtor, only because I work with so many of them, and you're an experienced agent and you're at the office and you're working a particular transaction, you're going on to your database and you're following up with some of your clients, well, any of the new agents that are there, they're naturally going to look up to you or look over to you and see what are you doing. And they're typically going to want to model some of their behaviors and actions after you. So that's the first phase of leadership that we call modeling. The second phase is where you're actually going to go into what they call motivating. So now you have someone that may have modeled you for some time. Maybe they've seen some of the things that you've done. They've been, really intrigued, but now you've been able to actually inspire them. You've actually been able to truly motivate them. And the great example with this is that whenever you see, let's just say, a particular workshop or class being taught by an instructor, typically folks will attend, and it could be on any subject. It could be on business, life, even taxes, right? Whatever that topic is, the students typically are going to look up to the instructor, right? They're going to see, hopefully, the instructor did a good job, well enough job. They're going to see, wow, I should model my behavior after them. So that's the first phase. But more than likely, if the instructor did their job, those folks are going to walk out and they're going to feel motivated. Hey, I have an idea of now what I should be doing. I now have a plan, or I'm excited. I know I can do this. So when you're able to actually achieve this, you've now been able to actually get to that or accomplish that second phase of leadership, which is called motivating. The third phase of leadership is mentoring. So let's just go back to that one scenario since we were just on it. So you have an instructor and a student. The student comes in, they're now going to want to model their behaviors after the instructor because they like what they see, they like the idea, they like the strategy. Okay, they're going to feel motivated now when they walk out of the class because now they've gained some knowledge. But mentoring, that third phase, is now when that student can rely back on that instructor or back to the instructor. And that instructor can be there for that student, not just in a one-time basis for the class, but for like an ongoing basis. And this is typically where you'll see now the teacher-student relationship grow and develop, or it could become now where the instructor becomes a coach, a true mentor for that person. So it's not just a one-time event or one-time effect, it's now going to be ongoing. So if you see that within your own life and your business, your family, there's folks that are depending on you, relying on you. Without you even realizing it, you may have automatically jumped right to that third phase of leadership, which is called mentoring. Now, the fourth phase, to me, is probably, it is the most important phase. And here's the deal. Every single one of us has the potential of being able to get to his fourth phase, but only so little of us actually do. And that's multiplying. That's now when you really kind of now change your mindset, and it's not about just trying to, motivate individuals and become mentors for them. You want to help individuals do what you've been able to do in the past, and that's become leaders. Become folks now that they'll have others want to model their behavior. They'll have folks that will get motivated by the people that you're able to touch and teach. And then as well as they will also be able to go out there and mentor other people's. I had my own coach one time ask me, well, Joe, how many lives do you want to touch here in 2019? And I gave him a number of, I want to say it was around, I said 300. And he goes, Joe, 300 people. That's insane. That's ridiculous. You're underachieving. Think about it. First of all, you already got well over 2,200 realtors that work for you. So for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, you should be having the ability to at least impact all of those individuals. But if you can now become a true leader and be able to get to that fourth phase of what they call multiplying, you're going to really be able to take all of these individuals that you can impact, and you're going to teach them how to impact others. And if they can each do that, times 2, times 3, the number is going to change drastically. So that's the fourth phase of leadership. And again, like I said, everybody has the potential to get there, but not everybody does. So where are you? Where are you as you're now taking the path to become the excellent leader, the leader that you're destined to be? Are you in modeling, motivating, mentoring, or are you in the multiplying phase? The key to it, like I always say, is having awareness and knowing which each phase is like and about. And so see yourself being able to actually get through each phase and being able to get to wherever it is that you want to get to. So that's my content here for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. You can follow me on Instagram at Joe A. LaRosa, or you can visit my website at joelarosa.com and take a look at any of our upcoming workshops or events. Until then, I look forward to speaking to you in the near future, and have a great week.